important that local farmers must be supported, land must be enriched. Doesn't matter who you are, what you are, I'm sure you had your breakfast and lunch and came here. But you did not grow any of those crops. These are the people who do that. These are the animals which still fertilize that land. If we don't honor and respect them, and above all support them, above all make agriculture into a lucrative process, if this doesn't happen, we are looking at a bleak future because India, right now we have a plan that by 2047 we must become a developed nation. Developed nation does not mean empty stomach. Hello? Developed nation does not mean just software but no food in the plate. First there must be food in the plate, after that you do software, hardware or whatever nonsense you want to do. Most important thing is this, but in a land where we have 4 times the population of the land area that we have in the world, we need to be very alert. We don't have the margin that many other nations have. We have a very narrow margin. So a lot is being done, but it's not quick enough, not big enough. All of you, if you're conscious, every one of you have a phone in your pocket. You need to use that, not just sending silly messages to each other. Hello? You can do the silly stuff, I'll leave it to you. But every day, at least 2 minutes a day, say something about the natural conditions in the country, about the water situation, about the soil situation. Oh, I don't know anything. Read up. Hello? Can't you read up? We have Save Soil website. There's enormous amount of information. If you go to the Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO) website of United Nations, there is humongous amount of information. Read up one piece and put it out there. Everybody should know. Without doing this, we can't build a nation. Developed country does not mean empty stomach. Developed country first means there's adequate and abundant amount of food for people to consume, to enough choices so that people are not only nourished but they are healthy and well. If this needs to happen, the land must be rich. This is the most important thing. So Makar Sankranti is an important day to bring this into our awareness. Thank you very much. And now there is a fire dance and then there is Divya Darshanam. Please enjoy the Makar Sankranti. This is something we must understand. Enjoying something does not mean, people think party means we must be responsible. We can do a responsible party. Hello? So do a responsible party, and as you go home, research something on your phone and say something about the soil of this country, water in this country, the food situation in this country, farmers' plight in this country. Every day, 2 minutes. Can you do this for me, please?
Yes.
2 minutes a day. Just 2 minutes a day for the future food of the children who are sitting here. Because if we don't do this, next generations are not going to be pretty. The life here is not going to be pretty in another 30 to 40 years' time if we don't do the right things now. Let's make it happen. Thank you very much. One more thing. End of September and beginning of October, there will be a 5-day consecration process. Wait. 5-day consecration process which includes the Bhairavi temple will be consecrated, and there is a Navagraha temple that will be consecrated, and also the 2 Tirthakunds will be consecrated. So never before all these things in the yoga center happened over a period of time, over many years. So is it happening in the United States and everywhere else, wherever we are planning to do. It's happening in stages. But all these things are happening at once in Bangalore city. Here, let me say tell the bad news to you. The thing is, due to variety of obstacles and delays and whatever has happened in getting permissions and that and this, we don't have accommodation. We are expecting 15 to 20,000 people for 5 days. No accommodation. Are you ready? Then no problem. We will build something temporary, but you must adjust to that. And it will be a phenomenal 5 days. Very powerful, very challenging in many ways because multiple consecrations will happen in this 5 days time. If you wish to be a part of it, please make yourself available at that time. End of September, beginning of October. That's where these 5 days are. Thank you.
అందుకనే సైదులు దుప్పటి తెచ్చిండు అందుకనే సైదులు దుప్పటి తెచ్చిండు
साइड में आ रहा था 8:30 तक हो गया
రాలేదు
8:30
कोई
तक
बात नहीं
ఫోన్ చేయి
लेट्स हैव फन
భూమి మంగళం ఉదక మంగళం అగ్ని మంగళం వాయు మంగళం గగన మంగళం సూర్య మంగళం చంద్ర మంగళం జీవ మంగళం జగత మంగళం దేహ మంగళం మనో
ते दाखव. ऐसे स्टेज पे से ज्यादा अच्छा तो
సైదులు
సార్ నేను వేసి పక్క ఇక్కడ వేసాను ఇద్దరు వేసాను డాన్స్
आप मजा
కాదు నేనేంది ఇంతసేపు
సైదులు
బాత్రూమ్ నిద్రపోతున్నాడా ఏంటి
బస్సు
Over 15,000 years ago, a being appeared in the upper regions of Himalayas. No one knew who he was, where he came from. The origins of this spectacular being were unknown. When his ecstasy allowed him some movement, he danced wildly. When intensity peaked, he became utterly still. People saw that he was experiencing dimensions that no one had ever known or able to fathom. His ecstasy and intensity allowed him to transcend his physical form. Witnessing an individual human in union with the cosmos, they called him a yogi, as he was the first one, the Adi Yogi. When his stillness lasted for years on end, curious onlookers melted away. Only 7 seekers remained, as they could not tear themselves away from him. He transmitted the profound science of yoga in its full depth and dimension. He expounded 112 methods of attainment, offering his disciples access to the deepest innards of creation. In this magnificent state of yoga, many mysteries of the created and the uncreated cascaded upon his unbridled wild hair. It was a vision of the very core of the cosmos in all its profundity and magnificence, a vision of the unfathomable mysteries of the universe, a most overwhelming vision the sages and Devi Parvati had ever witnessed. Devi Parvati, seeing Adiyogi reveling in ecstatic states, said, I want to have what you have. Show me the way. Adiyogi absorbed her and made her a part of himself, and hence he is the Ardhanari, the ideal man, where one half of him is woman. Seeing the splendor of this magnificent union, Ghanas, his constant companions, asked, what about us? Adiyogi said, just drink of me, which drove them into intoxicated raptures. the rishis took the sacred science of yoga in all its forms to human habitations across the planet, which turned into crucibles of civilization. This spectacular being is not of the past, but the future of humanity. To move humanity from hallucinations of ups and downs to nameless ecstasies of one's interiority. Mahadevaya Namaha. Mahadevaya Namaha. Mahadevaya Namaha.
అటు తిరిగిద్ది ఇప్పుడు దుప్ప ఇప్పుడు ఎటు తిరిగిద్ది
Yoga Yoga Yogeshwaraya Bhuta Bhuta Bhuteshwaraya Kala Kala Kaleshwaraya Shiva Shiva Sarveshwaraya Shambho Shambho
అవుతున్నా
బస్ ఆపినావా?
నేను ఆపొస్తే ఎవరు
బ్యాగా
తీసుకో